Lower elementary, Fawn Hollow, Monroe, Stepney. And this is where, if on the staffing document, if you want to follow along, I think I can walk you through this. The very first page, after the cover sheet, Fawn Hollow Elementary. And just so you understand the sheet, the cover of this says Monroe Public Schools Overview of Staffing and Operating Budget. We have done a staff utilization report, very detailed, that we need to know where all of our people are, what they're doing. But we've heard back from our citizens, it's like 50 pages long and it's really hard for us to understand. So we have done a one-page overview of every school, every staff member in it, and where they're assigned. You can go through this. In Fawn Hollow, you'll notice at grade 3, currently we have 6 grade 3 teachers. The enrollment is right next to it in the middle column. 6 teachers are serving 119 students this year. Next year, we will have 83 students in the 3rd grade. We are making an adjustment, and we're reducing 2 teaching positions at grade 3 at Fawn Hollow next year. So as you go through this, in grade 4, we'll be able to reduce 1 position. The math intervention, each elementary school has a .2 added to it as part of that full-time math person, because that math person will be in the school at least a day or 2 afternoons, 2 mornings a week, working with teachers, working with students. We have adjusted unified arts. When I say unified arts, art, music, PE, because if you have fewer students in your regular classroom, they're not going to art, PE, and music as often. So as you look at this, you can go through and the 3 pages here and notice that there are some adjustments for enrollment. On the right-hand column is non-certified, and I want to point out our paraprofessionals. We've put them, disaggregated them into 2 categories, special ed and non-special ed. The special education paraprofessionals are mandated. Those are non-negotiable. It could be part of an IEP, IEP for a student, that student needs a one-on-one paraprofessional every day in the classroom. So if you see changes in special ed paraprofessionals, that's not anything that is negotiable. That's something that we need to provide because it's the right thing to do. So you'll see that there are very minimal changes, but they will have some math intervention, and that we will provide the special education support at all our schools. Monroe Elementary, in grade 4, we'll be able to reduce a position because of enrollment. We'll be able to reduce fractions of teaching positions in unified arts, adding the math intervention, and making an adjustment for special education paraprofessionals. The sheet for the preschool, Monroe Pre-Kindergarten at Monroe Elementary, is the next page, and any adjustments there are mandated by special education, which really show that we're just moving a nurse aide out. Everything else is the same. Stepney. We are watching Stepney enrollment because grades 2 and grade 4, depending how you break out your class sizes, right now the teacher is allocated to grade 2. We're watching, again, it's early in the year, and we have changes in enrollment. But at this time, we anticipate that that will be and I'm looking over to Sue Austin. That's at grade 4 right now, or grade 2?
We're actually keeping it at 4.
Thank you.
Class sizes of 20, but we do have 24 in our 2nd grade, so we're really monitoring that because that's a really large number for 2nd graders.
So depending where the need is, we would move that teacher around, but we've made a commitment. We're not adding teachers to the classrooms there unless we had 15 students move into that school. Again, minimal changes, special education mandated, unified arts reduced for enrollment. And I'm going to pause there on our elementary schools and staffing.